Hi everyone, it's Roya. I hope you are doing great, and as always, it's an honor to have you by my side. Before I get into today's video, I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has signed the Poisonous Scale petition. I truly appreciate every one of you, and please know that every single signature matters. Each one plays a real role in pushing us closer to justice and to the truth becoming clear. Now, let's get into today's video, in which I want to share my thoughts about the scene with you. For those of you who've known me for a while, whether from the comments I used to leave on other channels or from the time I started my own, you already know that I'm deeply skeptical about the honesty of the so-called investigation in this case. I believe the entire Idaho 4 case is heavily contaminated with cover-ups and manipulation, so I look at everything they present with caution and doubt, and I don't easily accept anything at face value. With that in mind, this scene is one of the moments that strengthens that skepticism for me. It's one of those scenes that makes me question the integrity of the investigation even more. Let me say this very clearly right from the start. In my opinion, this scene is tampered with and staged. It's not a genuine or untouched scene. It's a constructed one, which to me, could be one of the reasons that help explain that 8-hour delay to call 911 that night. And why do I say that? These are the reasons I see. First, I would need to explain to you my understanding of the room and how it was arranged. This is the way I see the room. According to my understanding, the bed is attached to the walls A and B. But the point is, I think the bed must have been placed in this location after the murder had happened and during the 8-hour delay. This is a staged room. Let's see. Number 1. Please pay attention to the edge of the mattress. It looks like it has been in contact with the red fluid from the bottom, not from the top. Number 2. If you pay close attention, this part of the bed is positioned exactly where it should have been hit by that entire commotion. Yet there isn't even a trace of blood on its leg. Number 3. Take a close look at the cord or tube connected to the mattress and the pattern of the blood around and all over it. According to these three until now, based on the blood patterns, the stains, the smears, and the spatter on the wall, the mattress, and the floor, it's clear to me that the highest level of commotion, and even the blood-driven struggle, happened right where wall A meets wall B, exactly under the bed. And that's why I believe the mattress might have been originally on the floor, not on the bed, and it was placed on the bed frame when they were staging the scene after the murder. Then the entire bed was pushed in a way that would hide whatever had happened underneath it. By pushing the bed toward wall B, they covered the spot that shouldn't be visible. That's why I think something happened to the parquet under the bed, and that's exactly where the parquet was possibly damaged, which aligns with the blood seepage you see coming through wall A from the outside. And of course, for those who may think those blood streaks might have occurred before the incident, I got this image when there was a noise complaint almost 3 months before the murder, and as you see, there is no blood trail on the wall A from outside then. And in my view, that pileup of pillows or those black fabrics in that corner of the bed, right where the wall meets the frame, wasn't random. To me, it looks like an intentional cover-up of the exact forbidden location. I repeat once more that based on the blood patterns, the stains, the smears, and the spatter on the wall, the mattress, and the floor, it looks to me that the highest level of commotion, and even the blood-driven struggle, happened right where wall A meets wall B, exactly under the bed. I believe the mattress was placed on the bed frame, and the entire bed was pushed in a way that would hide whatever had happened underneath it. By pushing the bed toward wall B, they covered the spot that shouldn't be visible. And in my opinion, that blurred-out area in the photo is nothing more than an attempt to distract viewers and make them feel as if this scene is untouched and real. In fact, a distraction tactic, something meant to make viewers believe the image is untouched and authentic. As I think, just as those who committed the murder were searching for something that led them to tear into Mehdi's room wall, the same search in Zana's room, either in that part of the floor or in the wall, caused the damage there. In other words, the destruction in Mehdi's room and the corresponding part of Zana's room resulted from their search for something, and these all might have been the reasons they demolished the entire house later on. In my opinion, the object that was claimed to have been carried by the murderer while he was heading out of the house, which was even ridiculously suggested to possibly be a knife sharpener or a vacuum-like object, might have been the object they were searching the room for. Based on my experience from following various cases, when an object is hidden by someone and another person is searching for it, the intense frustration and rage that arises the moment they find it can lead them to attack the person who hid it using that same object. The object itself becomes the instrument of their anger. I think this could potentially explain the cause of Zana's skull fracture. Otherwise, why should there be any skull fracture at all when Brian Kohberger's murder weapon had been a K-bar knife whose sheath had been left under Maddie's body? Now, I want to thank you, my dear viewers. I kindly ask you not only to share this video with others, but also to ensure you sign the petition for federal oversight of the case as soon as possible, please. You can find the link in the comment section